Emily Johnson was looking for a break. A weekend away from the city's noise, the constant notifications, the never-ending demands. A quiet suburban Airbnb seemed like the perfect escape. 2 days of peace and solitude. She pulled up to the cozy little house just as evening began to fall. The street was calm, quiet, almost too perfect. Grabbing her bag, she unlocked the front door and stepped inside. The living room was exactly like the photos, warm, clean, and inviting. The wooden floors creaked softly under her feet. It felt like a safe haven. Emily took a deep breath, dropping her bag on the couch. Finally, she whispered to herself, "Home for the weekend." She walked toward the bedroom, ready to unwind. But then, something caught her eye. Behind a slightly loose vent on the wall, a small glint of light reflected back at her. Curious, she moved closer. Her heart started to pound. It was a tiny hidden camera, its lens aimed directly at the bed. "What is that?" she whispered, her hands starting to shake. The terrifying realization hit her like a punch to the gut. Someone could have been watching her. Every move, every private moment, potentially recorded. Panic set in. She pulled out her phone and tried calling the Airbnb host, but it went straight to voicemail. The feeling of being completely exposed made her chest tighten. She knew she had to be careful. It wasn't just a creepy invasion of privacy. It could be something much more dangerous. Taking a deep breath, she carefully removed the camera from the vent and stepped outside, clutching her phone like a lifeline. She dialed 911. 911. "What's your emergency?" Calm voice answered. There's a hidden camera in my bedroom," Emily stammered, her voice trembling. "I'm at an Airbnb. Someone could be watching me." The dispatcher's instructions were firm and clear. "Stay outside. Do not touch anything until officers arrive." Emily moved into the backyard, her heart racing. The once peaceful neighborhood now felt like the set of a horror movie. Every creak of the house, every shadow, made her jump. Within 10 minutes, 2 police officers arrived. They approached the house methodically. After one officer glanced at the camera Emily held, he said, "You did the right thing by not going back inside. These devices are often linked to serious criminal activities, talking voyeurism, sometimes worse. We'll investigate this thoroughly." A small wave of relief washed over Emily, but the fear lingered. Every corner of the house, every dark window, felt suspicious. She could almost feel unseen eyes on her. The officers carefully documented everything, treating the camera as evidence. "I can't believe someone would do this," Emily said, her mind racing. "How long has it been here?" The officer replied calmly. "That's what we'll find out." Sometimes these setups are part of larger networks. You're lucky you noticed it when you did. Even after the police left, Emily couldn't shake the deep sense of unease. Every vent she saw, every room she passed, now seemed to hold a potential threat. The incident had completely shattered her sense of safety. Her mind kept replaying the moment she arrived, hanging up her coat, sitting on the bed, completely oblivious to the camera's presence. She had unknowingly been cast in someone else's twisted scheme. That thought alone sent a chill down her spine. Her relaxing weekend had turned into a terrifying lesson in vigilance. She now understood that her awareness and quick thinking had likely prevented something far worse from happening. This experience highlights the dark side of modern technology. Tiny cameras, hidden microphones, and unauthorized surveillance can turn any peaceful place into a nightmare. As Emily packed her bag to leave, she took one last look at the house. The porch lights cast long, ominous shadows. The street was quiet, but the feeling of being watched remained. She knew that from this moment on, her safety and privacy had to be her top priority. She made a promise to herself to always check any rental property thoroughly before settling in. Driving away, the streetlights reflected in her rearview mirror. Her mind replayed the shock, the fear, and the frantic call for help. It was a weekend she would never forget, and an experience she hoped no one else would ever have to endure. But the most chilling thought lingered. Somewhere out there, the person who planted that camera might still be watching, waiting for their next unsuspecting victim. The realization made her grip the steering wheel tighter, her eyes scanning the quiet streets with a newfound alertness. Emily's story is a stark reminder that our privacy is fragile and that caution is absolutely essential. The technology that brings us convenience can also expose us to serious dangers. A single moment of inattention can have devastating consequences. Her actions, noticing the camera, getting out of the house, and calling the authorities, likely saved her from a much darker fate. As the miles stretched behind her, Emily reflected on what she had learned. Life's simple comforts, like a weekend getaway, can sometimes hide unexpected dangers. It's our attention to detail, a cautious approach, and trusting our gut instinct that can make all the difference. For Emily, the getaway was ruined, but she had gained something far more valuable, the knowledge that she could protect herself. And although the immediate threat was gone, the shadow of what could have been remained a lingering presence in her mind. Safety, she realized, is never guaranteed. It's something that must be actively maintained and defended. As the Airbnb disappeared from her rearview mirror, the lesson was crystal clear. Even the most innocent-looking places can hide unseen dangers. Her weekend would forever be a reminder to stay vigilant and never underestimate the risks of the modern world. This story leaves us with a haunting question. How many others have been watched in similar settings, completely unaware of the dangers lurking in their temporary homes? Emily's experience serves as both a cautionary tale and a testament to human resilience. Her quick thinking turned a terrifying situation into a life-saving lesson that could save others, if only they pay attention. As she drove into the night, one final, chilling thought crossed her mind. The hidden camera may be gone, but the person who placed it is still out there, somewhere, waiting for the next guest to arrive. It's a sobering reminder that safety is never guaranteed. And vigilance is our only real protection in a world where danger can be hidden in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If you found this story impactful, please like this video and subscribe for more content that makes you think. Stay safe out there and always trust your instincts.